Okay, Talisman. It's time for some Prologue. Beginning the Dwarf character now. We'll be starting with Dwarf quest number one, which is Dwarf Training. So before we begin, let's take a look. I've never played the Dwarf before, so let's see what abilities it has. You need not roll a die in the crags or the chasm unless you wish to. Okay. You may evade creatures in the hills. After rolling the die in the cave, you may add 1 to the score. You need only roll 1 die if you attempt to open the portal of power by craft. Interesting. That's picking the lock, by the way. You need only roll 2 dice in the mines. That makes sense. And you are unaffected by the maze. So, the dwarf is a very craft heavy as opposed to strength. Apparently. So that's good to know. Okay, so they begin the same. Strength and craft are 3. 5 fate. That's awesome. 1 gold and 5 lives. That's pretty high too. Alright, sounds like a pretty good character. Dwarves are a proud and stern race known for their love of mining. As the dwarf, you have many abilities at your disposal, which take advantage of your natural affinity with your surroundings. Practice how to evade a creature in the hills, then find the maze card and the cave cards. So I need to evade a creature in the hills, then find the cave and the maze. So let's begin. Okay, blah blah blah. It says exact same thing. You need not roll the die. Okay, I understand that. You may evade creatures on the cave card. You may add 1 die to the roll. You only need 1 die if you... Okay, that's just telling what he... Evade a creature in the hills. So basically, there are a couple of hills locations. Actually, there's a creature already here. Okay, so if we go there, we evade him. And then we just need to find the cave and the maze, which are both located in the adventure deck. So let's get started. And we start with a 2. Let's go to the woods. And we come up with a wild boar. Ooh, not too good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use one of my fate points to re-roll. There we go. That's better. Okay, we're headed to the hills. Let's see if we can get there. There we go. Okay, so once we are here, we can now evade. We've got that option. Evaded. There we go. So one of the 3 tasks already completed. And it's only turn 3. So now I need to find the maze, which again is an adventure card. So we just keep adventuring around until we run into the maze. There's a marsh. That's the other thing. The marsh, if you have less than 5 strength, you must miss a turn. The maze is if you have less than 5 craft. So that was pretty close. Okay, so that's going to bump us up an extra turn here. Let me make sure the maze isn't on the board. Okay, make sure we didn't have to just go and counter it. Okay, 5. Let's go back to the hills. Fountain of Wisdom. Take a drink from the fountain, and it adds 1 point of craft. That's going to let us do that up to 4 times. That was time number 1. Okay, being neutral, let's see what happens if we go to the graveyard. Replenish fate up to your fate value at the cost of 1 gold per point. Okay, what's our other option? The crags, where we don't have to roll because we're a dwarf. You know what? Let's go here. But I'm not gonna replenish fate. We're doing pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go to the forest where we have to roll 1 die. And we're attacked by a brigand with strength of 4. Let's go ahead and try it. I get a 6. The brigand also has a 6. I'm going to stick with that. It's a standoff. No damage dealt. 2. Alright. Going to the ruins where we get to draw 2 cards. Alright. You're visited by a devil. If you're evil, gain a life. If you're good, you lose a life. There's no effect if you're neutral. That's the first one we encounter. Next is the ape with a strength of 3. Not very good. Okay, so there's no way to beat the ape in this case. So just to get a tie, I'd have to roll a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and take the life damage. And now we know there's an ape waiting for us at the ruins. Magical Vortex absorbs all held spells. That's alright, we didn't have any spells. 5. Now let's go up here to the woods. There's an imp. He teleports us to the Hidden Valley, which is in the middle region. Hidden Valley, we draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We will encounter them lowest to highest. So the first one will be the Siren Song, which made us lose a turn. That cancels out the rest of them. 4. I'm going to move back down into the outer region here. Let's see, if you're neutral, you may heal up to your life value for 1 gold. Let's go ahead and go there. I'm not going to heal, though, because we're still doing okay. 2. Let's go here, where we can adventure. Healer. Will be here the rest of the game. Every time you land here, he'll heal you up to 2 lives for free. There we go. Okay, let's go. I guess we'll go over this way to the forest. A ranger guides you out. You gain 1 craft. I'd like to see that. 5. Let's go back to the woods here. A pixie. She'll join us. That's fine. No real bearings. Let's go over here. We're going to drink from the fountain again and gain another craft. 2. Let's go back to the woods. There we meet a dragon. Not good. Get a 5. So he's got an 8. There's no... Well, I could... What, get a 5 to tie, 6 to beat. We're just going to take the life. The loss. Okay. Alright, this game is starting to extend out here a little bit. We need to kind of speed it up. Need to find that maze. Mystic. Become good. We're now a good dwarf instead of neutral. Let's go over here. I'm going to heal lives for free. Go to the crags. We don't have to roll because we're a dwarf. Let's see. You know, we're going to go over here. We can evade this guy again. Because it's the hills. Right, let's find a maze. Let's go this way. Maze. There it is. Now we just need to find the cave. Same thing. We just need to keep exploring until the cave card comes out. We really have no control over it. Let's go to the forest. Because I have, I believe, the pixie, we don't have to roll. So I'm going to skip that. Let me just verify that. Because the pixie, you do not need to roll in the forest. Okay, 4. I'm good. So let's go to the tavern. Roll a 5. A wizard offers to teleport you to any other space in this region. I'll take that. And let's go... let's go like right here. Because we've got a good range of... I don't want him, by the way. We've got a good range of blank spaces here. As long as we roll low. Roll the tavern. A boatman offers to ferry you to the temple. Okay, we're not gonna take him up on that. Instead, we're going to go to the plains and encounter a wraith. We've got a pretty good craft, but a bad roll. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. Tie. At least I didn't lose anything. 2. Let's go on up. Let's go to these fields here. Cursed by Hag. She's going to follow us, and while I have her as a follower, I can have no other followers. So the pixie I had drops down to this location. I need to go visit the mystic in the village. That will get rid of the hag. But until we do that, let's go visit the ape. Okay, good roll. Let's see what he gets. Another tie. I'll have to accept that. The mule remains on that location. Go here and get a cave. Nope. Pool of life. That's good. Every time I visit there, I drink from the pool and gain 1 life. I can do that up to 4 times. That was the first. Alright, let's go ahead and go here and visit the mystic. Get rid of that hag. 6, gain 1 spell. Let's see what we get. Temporal warp. Freeze the timer. Let's do that now. So that's going to freeze it for 3 turns. We're getting too much stuff laying out on the board, aren't we? Healer, but I don't need healed. 6. Well, let's go here. I'm okay. 1. Let's go to the field. Where we encounter the cave. Wow. 1, 2. Kind of at the mercy of the adventure deck in games like that, because, man, I evaded in the hills right away. Turn 2. Then it was just waiting for those certain cards to come up from the adventure deck. Quest complete. After clearing the cave of troll belongings, you feel prepared for any dangers that await. All you need now is some equipment. Took 32 turns. I earned 2 talismans. So my dwarf score is 2. Not bad. I would have preferred a 3, of course. But anyway, next we'll be dressed to kill on our second dwarf quest. Thanks for watching.